It is the calf of the opposite leg. He's questionable to return.
Okay, thank you, Trace. And back over to Achane again. Believe he's got a first down.
Make up for a lot of mistakes.
First and 10 after an 11-yard pass play to Achane. Connects. And another good gain for the Dolphins. Tua goes long to the end zone, and it's dropped again. Tyreek, for the second time, can't hold on to it. And here's Jason Sanders with a 44-yard attempt. And Sanders' boot is true. So Miami puts up the first points in this game. And Marino got the memo.
I was the same way when I was coming up. I used to study Marino as well.
There's the pass. It would make Marino proud the way he threw that one. Pearsall with the catch at the 49. Gain of 21. Purdy steps up, fires. Deebo slips through the tackle for the first down. He's in the red zone as he got away from Holland to pick up a total of 17. Got some flack this week after he dropped what would have been, in all likelihood, a touchdown for the lead last week against the Rams. Here's the handoff to Taylor, and Taylor, showing his best effort, takes it for 9 down to the 9-yard line to close out quarter number 1. 3rd and 8. What a big play that was. But right back, they get the first. Deebo fights for it. What an effort. Deebo into the end zone for the San Francisco touchdown. That's his best play of the year. Been following the Niners. No one would dispute that.
Moment before he went to break, goes up, comes underneath, and right here, that ball was dropped. Now he finishes into the end zone.
Dolphins come back out of that with a pass. Wide open. Tyreek has it this time. And he wants some redemption. And he's down to the 44 of the Niners. That was a 24-yard pass play. Achane with some room. And that's gain of 8. Leonard Floyd, Tracy just reported on, has just come back in the game. It's a 3rd and 13. Tua saw the oncoming rush.
And guess who?
Yep. And the kick is good, just inside the right upright. Now 17 out of 18 at home this year. First round pick out of Penn State. 3rd and 14. Purdy again somehow able to avoid a sack, pick up a yard or no gain, I guess.
Get pushed back 2, 3, 4, 5 yards, and that happens too many times so far.
Yeah, we've seen it a couple times on some first down carries. Here's the pass to Mostert, the former Niner, trying to kick it in gear, and he goes down to the San Francisco 47, running behind Aaron Brewer, his center, for a total of 14. Out of the gun at the 48. Pitches it quickly to Mostert. There again, they dominate the line, and Mostert is moving down to the 27. Running behind Durham Smythe for a 20-yard carry. Very attractive matchup out there in Seattle. Thank you. As that pass down to the 7-yard line to Malik Washington.
They're not great on offense, not great on defense in the red zone. That's how you can lose and blow fourth quarter leads.
3rd and goal. Tua throws. Caught. It's a touchdown. Tyreek hauls it in. Hill with the catch from 3 yards out.
I want you to watch. You got help inside. Do not let him get outside of you. Well, Ward, he gets outside of you. You've got all that help. Look at all the help inside. If he runs inside, you can still run with him, but people can help you. But you don't think he's going to run up and run a little, like, quick out.
1st and 10.
Good drive for Miami there.
Purdy's pass. Got it to Kittle with all kinds of running room. Boy, that was a big gain on the second target for Kittle. Pretty good drive starter right there. Now they do a little bootleg.
Well, this could score.
There's the pass play. And Jennings with the catch.
Well, the sun is set on San Francisco's playoff hopes, but not Miami's. We're going to get into that, Jim, and show you why I think there's a path to get in.
There's Purdy's pass. Over to Kittle, and Kittle with that nice move, able to pick up the first.
Involved now to Kyle's tree.
2nd and 7. Nice play. That's Pearsall, back-to-back catches. 3rd and goal. Purdy looks, throws. Oh, he missed him that time. Kittle was open. Ball was deflected, actually. He kicked in this stadium in the 2021 Orange Bowl for Michigan, and the kick is good for a 13-10 score now.
And play takeaway football and turnover-free football, if that makes sense.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Here's their first snap of the 3rd quarter, and it's Achane met quickly by D. Winters, and yes, we do have a penalty marker out.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness on a defense, number 29. That 15-yard penalty will be out at the end of the play and an automatic first down.
Hufanga.
So you got to assume here comes a screen or a pass.
2nd and 10.
Screen.
Quick screen it is. A tight end screen. Jonnu down to the San Francisco side of the 50. He's about 2 yards short of the first. And Jason Sanders.
Not Orlando Mare, okay.
Sure. But he's made 10 out of 12 from past 50. They need more yardage, though. 3rd and 14 to give them a chance, and they've got it. They've got enough for a field goal attempt now as Achane takes it to the 36. This is 54. And Sanders
Called it.
showing off that leg. Puts another 3 on the board. His 3rd make of the day.
What a great addition. Him and Kyle together have done a great job.
There's Purdy connecting with Samuel. And some heavy contact. Past the sticks, gain of 11 and a first down.
And so he's getting his opportunity now.
Here's a first down. Fake handoff up top. Look at Kittle make the catch and rumble down to the 20-yard line.
Look at how deep everyone is about to play the sticks back here. Check it underneath.
And nothing there in the direction of Juszczyk. 3 for 3 in the Super Bowl when we saw him in February, Tony. Second-year player this time. No good. Inside 4 minutes to go in the 3rd. Right back they go. Out of the backfield to Achane for another first down. 1st and 10. Pass perfect. And that's Smith with a stiff arm and chased out of bounds by Fred Warner. Franchise that dates back to 1966. Fake the handoff. Come over this side. Right back to him. Make it 75 catches. It's like a wide receiver.
You got one-on-one opportunities everywhere.
Looking at this one-on-one to Tyreek. Oh, he couldn't quite pull it in. Broke it up by Green. This one from 33 yards, and he's got it again for a 19-10. In the Colts and Bengals. It's a pass out of the backfield to Deebo. Splits the defender, still goes. Man, I've never seen him run harder this year. Kittle, Samuel, Pearsall, and Jennings. Here's the handoff to Deebo. Deebo going here. There was a big lane opened up for him. You could run an SUV through there.
Yeah. 2 truck seats. That was my way.
2nd and 5. Deebo is doing it again. He's running like a truck right now, isn't he?
They're going to line up to take away everything inside right here, so the C gap on the edges.
So they go up top instead. Purdy's looking to run, then throws, and somehow in all of that, it's caught by who else? Kittle. Christian McCaffrey territory back in the days when he was healthy. 2nd and goal up top. Touchdown. Touchdown it is. Saubert with the catch. His first touchdown of the season.
I want you to watch Riley right here. He's going to come over, and he's got to keep sliding, but the play design was so difficult to see because they switched the release.
Aquinas High School here in the local area.
He's one-on-one here. If you're going to drop back, you better get it out.
3rd and 7. Pass away and in and out of the hands of Craig Kraft. And that would work also.
Interesting.
1st and 10. Down 2. They set up The screen to Juszczyk, who was the first recipient ever of a Purdy touchdown pass in the game against Miami 2 years ago. 3rd and 4. This is often Juwan Jennings' time. 3rd and Juwan, and we'll see if they go to him this time. Nope, they're going to dump it off instead of Taylor, and he's not able to beat those 2 tacklers. Ramsey first, and then behind it was Riley.
Things are rounding into form.
Nice late season rally by the Rams. Handoff, Achane. Outside he goes. He's got another 7 on 1st down.
Because they play each other in week 18.
Here's the little toss to the 28-yard line. What a season for Sam Darnold, who of course was the backup in San Francisco last year. Mostert is the running back. Mostert gets the call, and there is nothing there. They back him up. It was Flanagan Fowles who led the charges there. Here's the field goal attempt from 48 yards for a 5-point lead. Sanders, what a game he's had. Good again. Here's Purdy.
Oh, Deebo is wide open.
Down the field it goes to Jennings. What a catch.
Quick screen outside to Deebo or get your hands on Kittle.
Purdy throws downfield, and he's intercepted. Picked off. Coho has it. All set up because of the pressure by Calais Campbell. Campbell forced the bad throw, and Kader Coho has the takeaway.
Huge now, screens and just outside runs. Get with. Corners come flying down.
Pitch to Achane. Boy, that looked like it was going to be very little. He picks up a big 8 yards and a touchdown.
From an injury perspective to really every avenue.
1st and 10. Another big run. There he goes. He's got wide open space. Achane with an A+ effort and a touchdown by Miami. 50 yards to all but put the game away.
The Niners actually have a chance. Another toss, remember? I keep talking about these C-gap runs. Everything is gone in that area today in the screen game, in the run game, and the Niners just... Look at that.
Scoring margin in the 4th quarter. Hard to believe. Last in the league. And then again, Purdy takes off. Scrambles for the 1st down.
I'm telling you, they're going to get the development of these guys. Some of the guys are going to come back, and they're going to actually add to this roster. Watch out for this team.
Niners just used their last timeout before this play to Deebo. Deebo finding seams, and Deebo takes it to the 27-yard line.
Help open up some of the stuff on the edge.
So 2nd and 10. And a catch. That gives Kittle a 100-yard receiving game. 4th and 1.
Drift back, throw it up.
Oh, almost picked off, and that will do it. So when I saw him score on the Achane run and kick the extra point, I thought, I've seen that on the scoreboard here before. In Super Bowl 41, I happen to be here for it. Peyton Manning's first Super Bowl win. The Colts beat the Bears 29-17.